I don't know who this is.
Yeah, Mike,
Yours?
Mike texted
Oh,
you.
yeah, that's fine.
Cell phone's on silent.
Y'all ready?
Turn down the radio, guys, please. All radios.
All right. Y'all good?
Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here on short notice. Earlier this morning, Cameron County experienced severe weather conditions, including wind gusts exceeding 70 miles per hour. The conditions resulted in damage to roads and homes along US 281 Military Highway and the Green Valley Farm area. As a result, power lines were knocked down, partially obstructing the roadway. There have been reports of injuries, I'll get to that in a moment, and several homes sustaining damage in the affected areas. Cameron County Emergency Management is currently responding, in addition to other first responders, to assess the full extent of the damage and coordinating with other local municipalities to identify the affected area. Residents are urged to exercise caution, avoid the affected area, and remain alert for any road closure or hazards caused by the debris or downed utility lines. AEP is currently working to remove down power lines in the affected areas and recommends avoiding the following locations: FM 510 and FM 803, and the Green Valley Farm south to FM 2183. I want to thank the City of San Benito and the San Benito Police Department for allowing us to have this press conference here this afternoon. I've been in contact right now with Mr. Hillcock from AEP. From the moment this started, the 26,000 were without power. We're down to about 7,400 at the current moment, and that's within the last hour and a half, 2 hours. Magic Valley, as I understand it, is also doing their assessment. We have emergency management personnel along with TxDOT and National Weather Service continuing their assessment to determine the extent. Obviously, if you are in an area with any down power lines, you need to assume the worst and make sure that you avoid it. This was a very unexpected storm. National Weather Service and all predictions indicated that this storm would be in Hidalgo County and basically avoid and miss Cameron County. Obviously, that did not happen, and this was very, very sudden. We don't not have a confirmation of a tornado, but two individuals, as my understanding, were injured. One was transported to hospital. Hopefully, my understanding is that they are not life-threatening injuries, but they are serious. We also are aware of other property damage, carports, cars, vehicles being damaged as a result of down structures outside of this, in this particular area. This is a very fluid situation. We're still receiving information from the number of different entities that I've mentioned. And obviously the weather's cleared up this afternoon. It cleared out within an hour, but the damage has been done. So we're still assessing. Hopefully I can try to answer some of your questions and provide any additional information as it becomes forward. We have several people. We have Hillcock from AEP. We've got the state of Texas, Robert Uribe, right? No, I'm sorry. And Juan Martinez, Fire Marshal, and Rolly Casas, Emergency Management, and Obed Garcia with American Red Cross. We have received information that a pastor who has set up shelters in that area in the past is already setting it up. He's coordinating with the Red Cross to provide assistance, and we're also in the process of, let me get that right now from the American Red Cross. Yeah, they're setting up canteen services for the first responders and the affected individuals, mobilizing damage assessments team to evaluate community impact, and we're looking to determine whether or not sheltering operations will be required at this point. So I believe that's all the information I have at this point. Let me add something else. Power lines that have been reported to AEP were originally 16 locations, 9 in Harlingen, down power lines, 9 in Harlingen, 4 in San Benito, 1 in Bayview, and 1 in Laguna Vista. So again, if you are anywhere in those particular areas and you see a down power line, avoid it. Try to answer any questions I can.
You know how many homes are without power at the moment?
We have, AEP is approximately 7,600, and Magic Valley, I believe, was at 3,400. Yeah, I will tell you that just an hour and a half ago, AEP was at 26,000, and they've already down to 7,400. I don't know the high on Magic Valley. We're still getting an update on that.
And did anyone die from this storm or anything like that?
No, the only injuries that we're aware of was 2 individuals. One did need to be transported. The other individual did not. My understanding is that the mobile home in which they were living basically collapsed on them.
Pues antes de hacer otra pregunta, ¿podríamos hacer el resumen en español?
A ver, ok. Obviamente esta mañana tuvimos una tormenta que no esperábamos. La esperanza era que esta tormenta se iba a quedar en el condado de Hidalgo y el condado de Cameron no iba a recibir lluvia. Sin embargo, como son las cosas, cambiaron inmediatamente sobre varios minutos y tuvimos lluvia fuertísima. Teníamos viento más de 50 a 70 millas por hora. Sabemos que en la área de Green Valley varias casas, mobile homes fueron afectados. Sabemos de 2 personas que fueron lesionados. Una persona fue suficiente serio las lesiones que la transportaron al hospital. No esperamos que son lesiones graves, exacto, gracias Enrique. Sin embargo, también quiero avisar que hemos recibido reportes de 16 locales de las líneas de electricidad que están lastimados, que están abajo, 9 en Harlingen, 4 en San Benito, 1 en Bayview y 1 en Laguna Vista. Ahorita tenemos creo que 7,400 residentes sin electricidad con AEP y otros 3,400 con Magic Valley. Eso no tengo los números más recientes. Básicamente las áreas entre 510 y 803 y 510 y Green Valley Farms y de esa área al FM 2983 son áreas más afectadas y que todos en esas áreas y especialmente donde están caídas las líneas de electricidad practiquen precaución y si no pueden salir sería mejor. Obviamente AEP, Magic Valley, todas las compañías de electricidad están trabajando lo más pronto posible para restaurar la electricidad a estos lugares.
¿Ubicaciones de shelter que estaba prohibiendo el pastor?
El pastor, no tengo la exacta dirección, es la iglesia Iglesia Vino Nueva in San Benito. Is the address, is that where the shelter is being set up? Okay. 2691 Business 77 en San Benito, a ese local si alguien necesita ayuda de protección.
Countywide, you have 2 confirmed injuries?
Yes, sir. Those are the only 2 that we've been made aware of. My understanding is that the ceiling or the mobile home itself may have caved in or opened and the roof fell on these individuals. I don't know if it's at the same location. I do know that one of the ones, the individual that was serious enough, they had to transport her to the hospital. We don't believe they're life-threatening injuries, so we'll obviously keep her in our prayers. The other individual, in my understanding, did not have to be transported to the hospital.
And just to be clear, no tornado confirmed at this point, but more data is coming in. Who's going to make that determination?
National Weather Service, TxDOT, our emergency management team, along with the Sheriff's Office, are doing assessments, and National Weather Service will probably be the one to most accurately determine whether or not an actual tornado. But at this point, there's no confirmation of that.
Pues estos daños marcan, digamos, estamos acercándonos a la temporada de huracanes. ¿Qué mensaje se envía?
Gracias, Enrique. Fue una pregunta muy importante. Supuestamente empezando en junio, June is when we start technically, June 1st, el día 1 de junio es cuando empieza la temporada del huracán hasta noviembre. Sin embargo, pues ya vemos, el año pasado recibimos las tormentas en Harlingen al final de marzo y también hemos recibido tormentas en mayo. Ojalá esto no es un ejemplo de lo que esperábamos para la temporada que viene, pero sin embargo tenemos que ya estar listos y vigilando todo para estar preparados para el tiempo, la temporada de las tormentas del huracán, que ya estamos por empezar en varias semanas. Just a good reminder that hurricane season starts on June the 1st, runs through November. Obviously, this is a warning shot, so to speak, that everybody needs to be prepared and have everything ready for the upcoming hurricane season. I have not seen the latest prediction. I know that we're looking at an El Nino summer, which I understand they anticipate it to be hotter than normal. We're in need of water, but we don't want it all at once, and this is a good example of how Mother Nature can change her mind on a moment's notice. The difference we have with hurricanes is obviously we get warning days advance. Something like this literally came out of nowhere, and we need to be mindful of the potential impact and the strength of Mother Nature, especially here in the valley.
Is there going to be some sort of survey people can fill out to report, like any
Yes,
home damages or anything like that?
Thank you for that question. If anybody suffered any type of damage, we're going to ask that they go to the TDEM, Texas Department of Emergency Management Self-Reporting App, which is, we have a link on our Cameron County Emergency Management page. What's the exact?
For the ISTAT and PSTAT, so it's just follow the link and the notes will be there in English and Spanish.
But go to the Cameron County
Emergency
Emergency Management website. There'll be a link there so that they can self-report any potential damage, property or otherwise, okay?
And we can send that to y'all as well, that way y'all can push it out for us too, please.
All right.
Thank you.
Anything else? I want to thank Mayor Guerra, who's here, who just joined us from San Benito. Thank you for joining us, Mayor. And Mayor-elect Pete Galvan also for being here this afternoon. We hope that the extent of the damage is basically just the restoration of the power as the utility companies get to that. But we need to be mindful. Be very cautious out there with regard to the down power lines. So thank you all for joining us this afternoon. If there are no other questions. All right. Thank you all.